Welcome back, guys, to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Blaze2k, and if you're interested in PS5 drops, which I know you probably are if you're watching this video, check out our 24-hour 7-day-a-week live PS5 stock tracking stream. Link is in the description. It's running 24/7, and we've got a bunch of people, a really nice big community that's always on there, always discussing PS5, always sharing leaks and news regarding PS5 stock drops. So today's video we're talking about Target, and I think Target's going to be going live this week. If you ask anybody, they'll agree with me. Target is starting to get waves of PS5s in their stores, and as you know, Target is my favorite retailer to buy from. I got one of my PS5s from Target, so it was just super easy. And the great thing about Target is that you buy it in the morning, it goes live on the website, and then you can pick it up the same day, which is fantastic. So yeah, I really love Target, and we're going to get into some of the news and some of the stuff that we've seen on Twitter this week. But yeah, starting with the PS5 drought that we've seen all the way from this, January 1st all the way up till about January 20th, we've barely seen any drops. And a lot of that was we were concerned about the fact maybe the tariffs, the 25% stock tariff, Chinese import tariffs, had affected the PS5 stock in the US specifically, and that was looking more true as time went on. But last week we got a massive Best Buy drop. We got several other retailers starting to drop last week, and we saw a couple of retailers like Anton Line go live yesterday. So that leads me to believe that we'll probably see a Target drop very soon. Now, the last time Target dropped was January 6th. Sorry, not January 6th, January 20th, we saw a Target drop. And Best Buy, for the first time ever, did a back-to-back drop. They dropped 2 days back-to-back last week. So I'm thinking now, as retailers are starting to get more stock of the PS5, we'll start seeing retailers like Target and Walmart maybe do back-to-back drops, just like PlayStation Direct did at the tail end of last year. So we're starting to see news from store employees coming into the stream that we run 24/7, from store employees, people that work at the warehouses that ship the stock to the Target stores. All of them are coming in reporting that there are PlayStation 5s at the warehouses, in the stores, in the back rooms, at the pickup locations. Funnily enough, a few people have came on and said they've actually seen them like stacking PS5s at the pickup points. So that all indicates that we're probably going to see a PS5 drop on Target very soon, probably this week, if not today, tomorrow or later on this week. So that's really exciting. And like I said, Target is my favorite place to cop from, so definitely try and get on there and try and get yourself a PS5. Join our 24-hour stream to stay up to date on drops, because usually I'm on when we're dropping it. We've got 3 different stock alarms that we'll be playing if anything does drop on Target or any other website for that matter. But yeah, we're going to get onto Twitter in a second, and we're going to take a look at some of the Twitter news that we've seen, some of the pictures, screenshots and stock photos that we've seen from people just going to their local Target and checking the stock at the store. So before we get into that, let's just go over some of the basics you need to be aware of at Target. For example, they don't do store walk-ins, so if you expect to walk into your local Target and buy a PlayStation 5, they're not going to sell it to you, and if someone does sell it to you, they could lose their job. So that's really unlikely. It is online only, online for pickup. You can go there, you can do drive up pickup, where you drive at you park at one of the parking spots, and they'll come out to your car and give it to you, or you can walk into the store and collect it that way. I'd recommend just picking it up in your car and having them bring it out to you. Also, you can use Apple Pay to check out a little bit faster, so that's something to be aware of. A lot of people that have copped have used Apple Pay. One thing you can do is you can call your bank before it drops, maybe a day or two before, and let them know that you're making a big purchase, because we've seen a lot of people miss out on Target because their bank declined the transaction thinking it was some sort of fraud related transaction. So you can do a little bit of due diligence and like call up your bank and stuff beforehand to make sure that any big payments coming up will go through. So yes, and of course, let's get into the news and let's get into the photos on Twitter and take a look at what people have to say and show us. So here we have it. the Target website, one thing I wanted to note or point out to you guys is that Target have actually made it a little bit more difficult to find a PS5. And what I mean by that is if you go up to the search bar here and you type PlayStation 5 in, before it would take you straight to the PlayStation 5 landing page, but lately it's just showing you accessories and there's no sign of the PS5 console. You have to dig a little bit deeper to try and find it. And I think this is because Target's worried about all the people, the thousands of people camping on their website, hitting refresh constantly on the console to try and maybe be one of the first people to cop one if it does go live. So they've basically hidden it a little bit just to make it a little bit harder, but you know we don't give up that easily. So if you do want to find the PlayStation 5 on the website, here's what to do. Click on one of the accessories, like the DualSense controller that shows up, and then go up here to where it says PlayStation 5, click it, and boom, you're on the PlayStation 5 landing page. This is what showed up if you searched PS5 before, but they've obviously hidden it a little bit just to make it a little bit harder for us hardcore PS5 hunters. And then from there you can click the link there and you'll see all the listings for the consoles. Anyways, let's get on to some stock photos that people have taken and posted on Twitter. Now, if you're wanting to follow some great people on YouTube and Twitter, Cheeto Gaming, Louis, PS5 Restocks, stuff like that, YT Next Gen Gaming, Jake Randall, YT, they're all great PS5 community people that want to help you get PS5s. And you know, we're a community of people, we like to help each other, and it's an amazing community, all trying to hunt out PS5s. So definitely just check out these Twitter accounts, join our 24-hour live stream, and you'll have a higher chance of getting it, basically. So yeah, here's a tweet. Jake Randall, YT Next Gen Gaming. Target seems to be ready to drop PS5s again, possibly this week with their current ad. First pick was from last Target drop in my area. Second pick is from today. If we go into that second pick, we'll see they've got 10 on hand. This was January 22nd, so that was 4 days ago. Just imagine how many that store might have now if they had 10 back then, which is interesting. Let's move on to the next photo here. Scrubbings, another big YouTuber. You probably watched his videos before. Great guy, super friendly. He's truly in it to help us, help you guys. Check out his videos. Check him out on YouTube. Someone tweeted him and said, "Hey, Target stock increased since last week here in Long Island, New York, a suburb of New York City. They've got 11 on hand, and this was yesterday. So they've got 11 on hand. That is pretty substantial, and just keep in mind that's the disc version alone. Now, what we've heard from Target employees is that basically, or at least I don't know how recent this is, or if it was an old thing, but they used to always drop the PS5 once they had about 30 consoles on hand, or 20 to 30 consoles on hand. So we're getting eerily close to that 20 to 30 consoles now in a lot of these big stores. So we're going to see a Target drop this week. I'm pretty damn confident we're going to see one. But yeah, that's pretty significant. And remember, guys, you're competing. You're not competing with bots online. It is pickup only. So it's completely dependent on what the stock situation is in your local stores. So you're only competing with people in your local area for these PS5s. So if you live in a really populous area like New York City or something, you're going to have more competition. Once this thing goes live, you're going to be competing with the entire city of New York to get it. If you live in a more sort of quiet area, quiet neighborhood with a sort of smaller population, it is going to be a lot easier to get your PS5. Always check the nearby stores, because if your closest store sells out, there might be a chance you can get one from a nearby store that's only like a 20-minute drive away. So keep that in mind. But yeah, 11 on hand, that's pretty good. That's a lot. Let's go to this one. This store's got 4 on hand. That's probably equal to the second Target drop from last week, where we had a big massive Target drop, then we had a smaller drop afterwards. Pretty interesting. 6 on hand in this store, so they're definitely stocking up on PS5s, which is exciting, really exciting. But yeah, and this tweet from Cheeto Gaming, just as I was talking about Cheeto Gaming being one of the top places you want to go to or follow on Twitter, he is up to date on all the drops, man. All the drops and he's got an amazing community behind him too that help others get PS5s. Someone posted this screenshot on Twitter, or he posted it, sorry, but I think someone sent it to him. Is basically an Target employee scanner, I believe, that shows all the stock in the Texas area. I know a lot of you guys come from Texas. I'm actually based in Texas here too. And around the Dallas area specifically, a lot of these stores are starting to stock up. And this was, I believe, the day before yesterday. So these stores are getting stock in every day. So if this was 2 days ago, chances are some of these stores maybe have 15, 20 to 30 in stock now, which is really interesting. But yeah, really cool. So yeah, Northeast Highway, 1 in hand, 12 on hand at 13131 Montfort Drive, Dallas, Texas, North Dallas. City Place Market, Dallas, 4 in hand. So Target is definitely stocking up on these PS5s, man. You want to get ready. And remember, Target usually goes live anywhere between as early as 5:30 in the morning all the way till maybe like 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. So you really want to be on top of this. So I'd recommend, rather than staying up all night, I'd rather just go to bed early, go to bed like 8 or 9, wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then that should have you covered. You won't have to stay up and do an all-nighter like a lot of you guys are doing in the live chat, which is funny. But yeah, that's the news. Target is probably going to drop this week. And just to go over a few things, like the reason why they're not just dropping it on the website as soon as they get the stock in is because they're building up a stockpile to have at least a half decent drop, right? If they were just to drop 1 or 2 at a time, people would start getting really frustrated and angry, quite honestly, because they'd go as soon as it dropped on Target, it would be gone in like 2 seconds. So they're trying to build up that little stockpile, make it easier for you guys, make you guys a little bit happier. And like I said, you can check the stock in your local Target yourself by walking in, going to one of those stock checking scanner things on the side of the aisle and checking your local stock. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Let me know if you're excited down below in the comments. If you want to see more news videos or anything like this, just subscribe, hit the bell icon, let me know in the comments. And if you have any news that you want me to share on videos on the stream, just send me an email, blaze2kyt@gmail.com, link in the description. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for joining us on the 24-hour live stream. Link in the description for that if you want to join. It's an amazing community, man. Like, all through the night, we have at least 200 people on the stream at any one time. Just great people who love PS5, love gaming, love talking about copping PS5s. And it's just an all-around good time. So I'll see you there. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon for all notifications and smash that thumbs up down below. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. It's Blaze2K. Peace out.